Campy here, and today I want to talk a bit about the video that you guys are about to see. It's the ending of the Origins Easter egg, and then I'm going to talk about it after it's done.
From that day forward, they knew that Samantha would keep them safe. Forever.
Getting everything wrong. I told you before, their eyes should be blue.
It's my turn, Eddie. I can do whatever I want.
But you don't even know how to play properly. Girls don't know enough about zombies.
What's the choice of it, children? Make sure the windows are locked before you come down to the basement.
We'd better do what your dad says. I didn't even get my turn.
Tomorrow, Eddie. You get to make the rules. I promise. Come on, Fluffy.
I wish the heroes in our stories were real, Sam.
I know what you mean. But we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan.
So guys, as you see in the video, that's Samantha and Edward Richtofen. She calls him Eddie, so it actually makes a bit of sense. So we see how Max's is like very old. It sounded like he was like 36 along with Richtofen, but it turns out he's like 50 or 45, and Richtofen's like 15, 14 there, and it looks like him and Samantha were very good friends at a young age. So people think this could be true, that that's the end of Zombies, that it was just a little game that they were playing until Moon. Samantha was playing the game, and then Richtofen started playing the game. And then on Mob of the Dead, it was a friend over their house playing, or possibly her dad, because at the end of the trailer she says she has a plan. So that's one that I don't know. And they could have shared the same color like at the end of Buried. That's what I really don't know about, because he took the same almost like the color closest to his daughter when she was in control. So I actually don't know like that. But what I think, not what people are saying, what I think is that that's pretty much what it is that they're showing like this is what they were doing before the zombie outbreak happened, because we do see that it's like, we do know that that bell means that that they're like American planes like coming over Germany, something like that, like they're about to, like the war starting, so it's like a little warning siren. So that's what we do know. And then they go to the basement and they say her father has a plan. So possibly this is before, like this is when Group 9 through 5 was like in secret and they were just designing normal stuff. If you guys didn't know, Group 9 through 5 was to improve the human race. Like they were working on cures for cancer, a whole bunch of good stuff. And then like I said in the other video, Maxis started chasing myths and legend. That's how the zombies and all these wonder weapons got started, because Maxis forgot the original plan to cure cancer and cure all these diseases, and then he started going after myths and legends. So what makes me think that this could be like the little ending of Zombies, and that they're like they were egging us on to keep playing until here, was that how could the characters be the same as their the dolls that they had made up for their game that they were playing? That wouldn't make sense. And another thing is, it's actually very weird how they thought of these locations and they turned out to be real. Well, actually no, I'll take that back, because 1900s Alcatraz was still very alive. So yeah, my bad. Scratch that. So it's still very weird that their dolls that they had could come out to be like real life characters. And all throughout Zombies, it sounded like we were playing a game. If you actually think back on it now, like just think back on it right now, when you're playing Buried and Richtofen, he's in that guy's head and he's telling you like, here, you gotta do this to finish the Easter egg. Like if you think back on that, doesn't that sound like it's a game? Like you have to do this, like he's telling you like you have to do it now. It's like, if you think about it like really closely, it sounds like what Samantha was doing in Origins, like it's going along with the game. So I never actually thought about it that way until after I seen this cutscene, and it's not depressing. I don't see why people think it's like very depressing. It's not actually. This could have like a whole nother side of zombies to it, but it's weird how we go back to the teleported room in Kino, how we teleported to Samantha's room, and now we found out zombies was a little board game that her and her friend Edward were playing. And that's what's kind of crazy, and it makes sense if you think about how on Moon, how they were competing to see like whose turn it would be. On Moon, they were kind of like fighting to see whose turn it would be. That's why Richtofen took control of the zombies, because they're like, while they were playing the game, Richtofen, like, he wanted his turn so bad, so they started like arguing over it, and then finally I guess Richtofen had a good point, or he just hit her or something. Like, there's a lot that Richtofen could have said to have his turn, because it's probably been like 10 minutes. Samantha's probably only been playing for 10 minutes, but it's been years for us. And then all of a sudden we get this. It's just insane. It's not depressing. We might get zombies, but this could be the end of it. I don't know. We could have another theory that's on what do you call it? Call of Duty Wiki, is that it's kind of like Mob of the Dead. This is real. It's very real. Like, Samantha dreams up these players. The players are real. I mean, like, the players are actually real people. And then as Richtofen gets older, like, he sees these people, like, after he's doing it. I mean, like, after, like, he gets older and he starts working with Samantha's father, he slowly goes insane while Richtofen is out, like, creating all this stuff after he looks at Max's work, and he starts looking for people to test this super soldier serum on. And that's why they're trapped in a cycle. They're trapped in a cycle where they invent the board game, they all play, they fight over turns. Richtofen gets older, Max's gets crazy, Richtofen gets crazy along with Max's, and then they're trapped in a cycle of them just playing the game over and over again. That's kind of like Buried. So that's probably why they included Buried into Zombies, because they were showing us that Zombies was a cycle. So think of it that way. Zombies was a cycle the whole time. And every time we heard the demonic announcer, and what's actually cool is Samantha's a regular announcer in this new map here. She's not a demonic announcer yet, because she's very young. She hasn't been, well, she's in Agartha, but she hasn't turned mad. So we don't know which one it is yet. All we know is that the zombie storyline here is a board game. And it could be what's on Call of Duty Wiki, that they're showing us that we're going to be trapped in a cycle the whole time. So, man, I mean, I don't know what to say. That's just very weird and confusing just to think, because this video is 6 minutes. I was hoping to do 4 minutes. But it's just a lot that's coming out right now. There's like so many theories going through my head about like this, how if this game keeps going, maybe like eventually they'll think of new ways to play this game, and then they'll start adding new maps, finding new characters. Like when Samantha's in, and like when it's her turn to play, she has Richtofen, she has to Phase 4, and then when Richtofen gets his chance, he brings this whole new group of characters and his world that he created. Like, he created this world. So he nuked it. He did like pretty much stuff that boys would do. He destroyed the earth. He made like robots. He took us to the future. He's able to teleport. He's actually using his powers to like what they can do. Like, he's using his powers, like, well, his board game powers to his abilities. So that's pretty much the game. It actually sounds like a fun game to play. Like, if after this they make a board game of this, I won't buy it, but I mean, it sounds like a fun game to play. So thanks for watching, guys. Camp Elite, and I'm out.